So, this is my third practice session. I'm going to try thermal. Against a slasher. Now, I could use explosive, it doesn't matter, but it does have a thermal hole, and I'd like to see how lightning fast I can kill it, because they'll be going so fast to me. I figure, why not test how I can kill it? So you guys are distracting them with griffins. I've got my Razu cloaked, orbiting at 100, the FC. I regroup after outlining to the structure from the NPC station and that. I hear a group, and these suckers will follow me and get aligned, right? While I'm doing that, I'll just reload. And unfortunately, the switching back and forth between animal types takes quite a while for the rapid. So I'm not sure if it'd be worth just, switching, having initial, then, the Punisher's incoming anyways. You've got to switch to that ammo. Explosive, I don't think it'll be worth it. I think we should just go explosive and drill the Punisher face in, basically. But, yeah. Alright, so obviously we're aligned.
Warp drive active.
The aim is to land, hit all three, F2, F3, F4, F3, F3, and then I go F2, regroup, then F3, and I go for the Razu as quick as possible. Slasher would have been already going. Whoops, I turned off the microwave drive, that's not good. Go. Off we go. Here comes the slasher. Quick in. He's probably already on us, and as fast as possible. I don't think I'll be able to hit it. And then now I've got time to breathe, right? I'll just switch to this and approach it so I don't have any funky issues with trying to orbit from the regroup. And that's pretty much it. Once I've got that down, then it's a matter of, dealing with jamming, basically, and sensor dampening anything that's coming close. And, so you're probably, like 35 seconds is a long freaking time, right? So it'll pop. It's so fast, and I didn't even launch drones, right? So I don't think it's worth the 35 seconds to just switch between the ammo. But yeah. About 2 hits in. Yeah, basically. But why should I care if I need 1 hit in? Why should I care if I need to use maybe 1 or 2, 1 extra volley to deal with it when I'm firing a Nova, right? Yeah. and anything that gets close is basically either the slasher or the punisher. Punisher's not fast enough actually to catches. Excuse me. So yeah, these are the holes, the thermal explosive. Most of these I'll use explosive on. And of course the Drecabat's got explosive. It's not fast enough. They typically go with afterburners. These guys do have my warp drives on. Kikamora just dies idiotically. Weakness is EM. But yeah, they if we've killed the Punisher and the Kikamoras come for us, then we can just take 35 seconds to switch to EM. And then we've got explosive missiles and explosive drones, and just mob them. Fedmac and the Itacursa can't get close enough because we just sensor damp them, and then if they get close enough to use their weapons inside, I just turn on my faction scrambler and shut down their warp drive, and every time they come close I just pulse the I don't even need to. I should actually put it on auto repeat off, just to click, turn off their warp drive. Next one, click, turn off theirs. So yeah, so nothing can get close to us. Eagles can't get range on us because if they're really far away, they've got 200 plus click, 250 range, right? But I've got almost 200 targeting range, right? So yeah, he could sit at 250 and pot shot at us, but we're orbiting something, so he's constantly going to be either too close or too far, and it's just not going to work for him. It could work, but I can't see how it's. If he gets close enough for me to sensor damp, he's got 40 kilometers range, even if he switched to double targeting range script. So yeah, it's working really well. It is a bit glitchy. I've got to practice more. Getting it down pat so I don't, getting everything right beforehand, making sure I've got the afterburners, all my ships have the right function keys. I've got to fix I've got the drones set to number 0 hotkey, but I used to have it on my mouse button, but my mouse broke. My other mouse broke, so I'm using a backup one which has the buttons on the side, which is not working for me because it's not a trackball. So every time I hit it on the side, my cursor shifts. So yeah, the number pad is going to work for now. Number pad 0. I hadn't mapped it to anything really, so that'll work on a pinch, and I'll get it out quick. I don't have to think, and I can just have my, I just click, 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 and then I could do F1. I should do F1, and then I could I just don't want to hit escape. I could probably have my fingers, but I don't want to mess with it because I have on Tranquility. I've got the tiled key set to something. F1 and tiled key are really close, right? But that's upwall stuff. I'm not going to mess with that. So I'll deal with the F1 and it's okay. It's a compromise right now until I get a new trackball mouse. But yeah. Yep. I think this is going to work great. It's going to really tick them off. And they've really got no counter to this at all. I'm going 2,000 meters per second. They've got nothing that's big that can catch me. They could try, but then they're not shooting at the upwell, and op success, right? If they kill a couple of, if they kill all of it, they'll get how much? They'll get quite a bit, but I think it'll be worth it to keep the upwell and tick them off. They could keep war decking us, but I think I can deal with anything soon enough, because I'm going 2,000. If they've got something that goes 3,000, then I've got time to align and get away, you know, before I think, oh, I can't deal with this, I better get out of here, you know. But yeah, I mean, if they counter with something new, then I can just sneak up a counter to that. And they're not theory crafters. They're not theory crafters at all. Not Riot. Wherefore, I think he's got a bag of tricks he probably stole from other people, and I don't think he's a good theory crafter. It's more like trial and error, right? For him, it's trial and error. I don't think he can think up counters to things. I think if I hit him with this, it's just going to be he's so used to using his bag of tricks that if he can't use his bag of tricks, he's going to take his toys and go home. Basically, that's what I believe. It's a hope. I don't have anything to prove that. Just from what he's done, right? He deals with easy targets. Why would anybody who's good at theory crafting ever deal with easy targets? That would be so. Can you imagine how boring that is? You know, just constantly going against retarded noobs who don't know what the hell they're doing, and you're used to beating up noobs. I mean, how cowardly is that? So yeah, he's got zero imagination. He truly does, and he just uses bags of tricks. He's got a lot in his bag of tricks, but it's not flexible, and there's nothing he can feel that can deal with this. He can send interceptors at me, and they pop just as fast as the slashers do. So it's pretty funny. Anyways, right, I'll try once more. I'll get my guys back home. I need to make a combat dock for that station, so I don't land short. Can happen. Somebody's waiting there for you. Yeah. Get scrammed and bumped off. Alright, try this one more time. Another slasher.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested.
Yeah, not liking this mouse. It's constantly going off the pad.
Accepted.
Lol.
Docking permission
I like
requested.
trackballs.
Docking request
They're
accepted.
awesome.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay. And I'm out of drugs. I'll try this. I'll do the expensive one. Just to show you how fast you can go. 230, I think that's good. Yeah, 230 is good. Yeah, 230 is where I like to be. But it seems the 3%, the 7% was just as good as the 7% and 9%. Yeah, you know what? I've been misunderstanding the difference between dose 3 and dose 4. Yeah, 2% difference. Yeah, it's nothing. So yeah, now I'm definitely gonna drop down in the requirements for drugs, because yeah, you don't need it. That extra 2%, nah. I thought it was double, like 5 to 9%, but I of course misread the numbers because I suck at math. So yeah. All right, Nova, and we'll go with just Nova. We can build their parents for the bullet. It won't be much. compassionate people, right? We're respectful. We don't want to disrespect their family. We just need a cheap bullet, you know. Help. Alright. So I don't need to reload. It's going to pop me before I fire a few volleys. Alright, whoops. Can I align? No. I'll just do it this way. Two. It'll be easier, of course, because it'll be on our overview, the friendly. I just didn't want tether for this one, so I got rid of it. The blue status first. So I'm blabbing away. Give me a sec. So regroup. Then I've worked to my insta undock on a moving frigate going really fast. So it's a constantly changing bookmark. So I can't. It's not a predictable location that they can ambush me at. What's the range on this? Excuse me, 32? Alright, let's do it. I'd rather give myself the boost than Senche. I could do it when I land, but, you know, 2 less buttons to press, right? So as soon as I land, F3 on everybody, and then I deal with the harassing. Oh, I didn't cloak up. Oh well. Regroup. And of course they're all aligning. They're only 10 from me. Boy, yeah, I should have pressed that sooner. Whoops. Yeah, I should really press it. I shouldn't have waited. So yeah, as soon as you regroup, hit that mic warp drive. Yeah. Because they can get quite a ways behind you when you're doing that. This one's an afterburner, so no worries. But as you can see, it'll start trying to. But of course, right now I've got to deal with the slashers and yeah. And so this is the. This is the drug, 2,000, maximum is 215, so yeah, it's not much really. At their happiest, you can see the video and see how fast they're going then and now, right? So it's a little bit faster. It's over 2,000, but you know, who's counting, right? Okay, so let's warp, get another slasher, and just show you how quickly it pops with Nova, regardless. Yeah, I'd probably have to pop the slashers first before doing the whole keep at range thing. 2 more slashers to go. And off I go. Slasher inbound. I should really get that hotkey for targeting because, yeah, see, it's really close by now, so.
Your security status has been lowered.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think I'll probably practice a little bit more. It's easy enough to do.
drive active.
Yeah, I won't even dock, I'll just work back. And what I'll try to do is, I'll land, and I'll send the slasher after our team and see how quickly it gets to me before I can set up, because now I'm practiced. I can see how quick this happens. So did I get final blow? No. Oh, cool. Half damage for the, half the damage was, most damage was the, cool. I didn't even think I'd be hitting it, so that's awesome. Alright. So 2 hits. 2 hit, no, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 2 hits. 1 hit. 1 hit. And it was close enough that the drugger did the rest of it. The last time it wasn't. It was too far away for that, right before it blew up. Alright, let's do it proper. Let's click up. Yeah, you never get close, like, maximum, if they're at 0, maximum closest you'll get is 10 kilometers, right? So. Oh, okay. Whoops. Wrong spot. So. I'll get set up. I'm just getting my backup guy over there. Get into the last slasher. Do I have another slasher? Yep. I'll get that character to orbit with my mic warp drive on. Oh, orbit 5 clicks. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Here we go.
Drive active.
Alright. Awesome. Turn that on, turn that on, turn that on, turn that on, turn that on. Go for the dropper, quick. And F2, 3, and oh, I forgot. Get that order right. So here comes the slasher. Let's see if I can get a hit in. Nice. Up. And of course now I gotta before it would get a bit hairy and I'd fall too far behind the Razu, but I think I'm doing okay now. Alright. orbiting. I thought I. Alright. There we go. Zip. Yeah, it's been a long road to get to this point. This hasn't been something I thought of years ago. This has just been in the last week, like since the war started, that I started getting serious about the Griffin and Blackbird stuff, you know? So, it's a good feeling to get to this point and have the time to practice on singularity, to get it down, because there's so many things that can go wrong, because it's just, fat finger something and oops, So I like it that I've got the orbit down already and my correct speed, so I don't take off on my guys. Everybody else has the same speed with the drug, and I'll use the Type 3 because it's silly to use Type 4. No difference. I mean, 2%. Right? Well, you can see. You can look at the video and decide for yourself. Yeah, I mean, I could go up to 2,000. But is it really, like, I mean, is it going to, that few bits of speed, is that going to really affect anything, right? Right? Griffins, I'm interested in what the Griffins can do for speed. Like if they took a drug, right? If they didn't take a drug, if they didn't take the drug, do I have Griffin Mark 6 here? Probably not. No, give me a sec. Yeah, let's change that right now. See if you need a. I don't think so. But let's see if you would need a drug for that. Since you're if you're low skill, you might need a drug to get high enough. But let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Like, what speed would you be? Yeah, you don't need a drug. Yeah, even if you're low skilled, you'll be able to catch up to me and anchor up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now, does Wherefore have, let me save that, does Wherefore have a setup that isn't, a tanky plated Punisher that goes really slow, right? Does he have in his bag of tricks something that can get close? And what would its weakness be? I mean, he could switch to something where our explosive where intel explosive is useless, and he's we've got the ammo for thermal and Majolner. get kinetic. Explosive works for that, Drekavac, but we could go kinetic. We can go kinetic and thermal and EM. Oh, well, we could have all four. The ammo's cheap enough, right? We could just stuff it full, right? Not full, but, you know, we could have all four types because it's so cheap, right? And why not, right? Send them to hell with cheap ammo. Does he have anything? Let's check it out. He hasn't done any activity for a very long time. Losses. I don't think the Thrasher is fast enough. Oops. Nope. What else he got? What else he got? I don't think so. Yeah, it's an afterburner thing. Yeah, I thought so. I've looked at it. It looks interesting. It's got like 80 kilometers range, but I don't think it's fast enough. And I can just, you know, he could try, but I'll just sensor dampen. How fast? If he angles right, he might be able to catch us. His hole is EM, and we've already anticipated that with the Kikamoras. So, you know, he's got it. There's pop. The Merlin. What's his Merlin? Merlin might actually probably what he'd switch to if he knew what we were doing, because he needed speed, right? And his Punisher, he's just not fast enough, right? So how fast is this? Yeah, that's pretty fast. Right on. That's as fast as the Griffins. And it has a EM hole, a huge one. So yeah, 3,000 pop. Yeah, I mean, how? What's his Punisher? Yeah, it's good. 20,000, and this one has half. So yeah, pop. And these resistances are better than the other ones. So yeah, that'll pop too. It'll get closer. It'll get close, but we'll pop the hell out of it. Would we think of switching drones? Probably not, just for the speed of them, right? I mean, once we cut into his armor, it'll just go through his drones will go through his armor like hot knife through butter. Yeah, that's all I can think of that he'd throw it as the Merlin. That's it. I'll send my guy off. I think I've got enough time to keep yapping in. Whoop. Let's go home. I'll send my scout off to grab the Merlin. Pretty sure I could fly it with my Alpha. Off she goes. All right. I'll save that. Yeah, I Besides the Merlin, I don't remember anything he had that was decent. No, that's not going to be even effing fast enough, no way. Nope. Next. Oversized. Let's check this out. Yeah, I was wondering, I was like, that's a weird ship type for him to use. 2000, yeah, that could do it. What's the range on that? 82. And what's his sensor? Targeting range, yeah. Targeting range, and it would be 102. Nope, you'd have to get closer than 40. Sorry, bud. That's not gonna work. You'd have to get closer than 40, and I have, yeah, you'd have to get closer than 40, and I'd be able to hit you at that range. Yeah. Lol. You could try it. It's possible. You'd find you wouldn't be able to hit that range, so it'd be definitely, you'd switch to a closer range. He's got probably different types of ammo, no problem. Yeah. Imperial. Gleam. Yeah, totally right. Obviously. Uh, 34. Gleam is 17. If he knew it was 40, he might not. He knew it was 40. 60. Whoops. 60. 50. Damn it. What the? Where? Okay. Nope. Microwave. Nope. Infrared. Nope. Gamma. Yeah, okay, gamma. So he could do gamma. Do gamma, and he'd be kept stable. He'd probably need a lol. He's probably got an implant for that, but I'm just gonna rip this out. And, nope, he can't. So yeah, he's probably got an implant for that. Or maybe, is it the skill for the energy? Rigging. Energy, maybe? But most likely an implant. Alright, save. And do that. What else you got? And we could possibly use drones. I mean, because we jam him and we sensor range. No, but he'd still need to target us to get it to attack. So that's out. I don't think. Yeah, no. Caracals, nope. Caracals, just nope. He might try it, but I don't think they have the speed. They might, but no, they won't. He could try masked caracals, and I wouldn't be able to censor damp all of them, but we got enough griffins too, right? So let's see what kind of ranges they get. He's got Fury. but I'm sure he's got other types in there. Fury, position, coloring navy, and we are, I don't care, whatever. What's the range? 63. What's the targeting range? Yeah, no. He'd have to get close. And I could spread my sensor damps on 3 of them, and then everybody else can sensor damp the others. Yeah. And he's got, what? He's got a huge EM hole. So yeah, those could potentially pop. Lol. Hilarious. Let's get one of these suckers. Well, let's get the Merlin. Now let's get the Omen. That was a really interesting one. I want to have some fun. Buy all. I can't use the heavy beam laser as a sensor booster, but I won't care. I'm just checking tank, of course, right? He'll never get close enough to actually do any damage. So yeah, try it out. And you see I've got my Razu, who's the sensor dampener. So if I see him loitering on the field, it'll be a piece of cake to, as my guys are landing, to uncloak the Razu, because, you know, there's no reason not to uncloak as my guys are landing, and just target him and sensor dampen him right away. So, lol, right? So let's get the only maybe issue. And can I fly it? I can fly it. Did everything. Yep, no worries. Off we go. Yep. Come on. So, that's an interesting one. Yeah, he's got a bag of tricks, and I've seen them all before, right? The Navy issue is interesting. I just maybe have not noticed it that much. He probably doesn't lose it very often. I know, right? Tristan, I hardly think. Yeah. Pop. Yeah, anything in sense that has sensor damped, and if it's dangerous, jammed, I don't think the wolf is going to get close enough. That'd be interesting if it could. Definitely interesting if it could, right? I highly doubt it. $8,000? You better have. Yeah, that's gonna pop. Well, it might be able to tank. It'd be interesting. How fast is it going? Yeah, it's pretty good actually. He might actually field the wolf. That would be fun. Okay, so we'll definitely have to try that. Oh yeah, for sure, right? And you know, he just wants to get close to kill us, so sensor dampening isn't going to really affect him. He could scram one of us. It gets close enough and survives, right? And then pull that person out of formation. But whether he survives or not, that's another question entirely. All right, so I'll pop the Omen, and then we'll move from there. I'll send Minor Freak to get the wolf, and we'll check the wolf out. Almost there. Ah, it's an afterburner. It's an oversized afterburner, so it's a bit more maneuverable actually. Gets up to speed quicker, I'll bet. Maybe. It's not quite fast enough though. It's going 1926 on my gun, my Alpha. So yeah, not as fast as. So I'll overheat it for sure to get close enough. So we'll start at 0 and try to get you. And I'll click the overheat. That'll kick in really soon. There we go. Ready or not. What's my hotkey? I think it's plus to target. Click to plus, right? Oh, right. It's singularity.
Your security status has been lowered. Your security status has been lowered.
Launch drones. What? Okay, whatever. Shut up. Launch drones, launch drones, launch drones, launch drones, launch. Did I get launch drones? Good.
Your security status has been lowered. A module has run out of charges.
43. And is he? Are you? Good Lord above, you don't have any tank. Do you have any tank? Good God. You're not getting close enough, and I'm overheating currently. So, yeah, I am going forward. Well, of course, you'll know how to angle properly. Double click and space to actually get ahead of me, right? So he'd definitely get closer than this. But he's got a 40 range, and now he can target if he's got enough. But he's almost dead. And if he gets closer than that, I can hit him with the trig weapon. Yeah, 35. It's just close enough to start shooting. But yeah, it took him too long to get here. Well, he hasn't overheated his thing yet. Alright. Traffic drones. There we go. Alright. How did we do? Top damage. I probably wasn't fully reloaded. That's probably why she got top damage so easily, right? And the rest got that. Yeah, must have been varied level of ammo. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's not bad. That's short range, just in case something gets really close, right? I can have. I don't think I have the ability to get rails. I'm pretty sure I can't. much is it? Ouch. Really? That's really in. Oh, I can do it. I'm short on that. I could definitely do it. I'd have to. What would I do? Oh yeah, I have a federation. They're cheap right now. Perfect. Okay. There you go. I don't have. The cloak costs nothing, doesn't it? Bloop. Yeah. And how far does void go? How far does void go? Yeah, I can do that. Okay. What the hell? Oh, right. Different ammo types. Silly me. Keep forgetting that. Noob. Javelin. Your range is... Nope. Your spike would be... Yeah, I could probably hit out to 40. That's not bad. Alright. We'll do that then. Cool. Mark 3. Copy. Save. Nice. Mark 3, yeah. Already got him on 2. Alright. And, yep. Good. Alright. Oh, wait. Probably do I have cat boosters? Good. Josh, 2. Absolute. Cool. All right. Right. Off you go. You're gonna get the wolf because I think that's the best bet against me right now. Everything else is gonna go pop. Goes the weasel. See. Yeah, I think I'll start up a new video for this one. So yeah, thanks for watching this long. Yeah, it'll be obviously team against wolf.